Thanks for coming, folks. I've been thoroughly briefed by all the agencies in the federal government as to the situation, based on what we know now. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure that people and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is that the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. Everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I'm able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. So far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that they're thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to them tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do. Okay?
Mr. President, do you think this was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Are you worried for his own safety? Was the security failing, Mr. President?
Donald Trump appears this evening to have survived an assassination attempt in Pennsylvania. He was speaking to a rally of supporters in Butler, a rural town not too far from Philadelphia. He's been hit. It seems there's blood coming down the back of his neck. He went to the ground. He stood up. Was helped to his feet by Secret Service agents who rushed onto the stage. They bundled him off the stage, but in doing so, Trump raised his fist several times, seemed to sort of shout defiantly. It's not clear quite what he said, but the microphone didn't pick it up. But he shouted defiantly, and then as he was bundled into a car by the stage, he raised his fist again. His campaign has since issued a statement saying he is fine. But the Butler County District Attorney in Pennsylvania has also issued a statement saying that an alleged assassin, alleged shooter, has been killed, along with at least one other bystander at this rally. So Trump has survived, it seems. We've still not got a detailed account of his condition, but his campaign are confident enough to say that he's fine.
Yeah, and we were just talking to Scott Lucas, Professor of Politics at University College Dublin, just as we went into the news there, about the international support that, inevitably events like this cause across social media, various world leaders coming out and offering thoughts and prayers, etc. How that might play into the campaign from now onwards, how this might become such a turning point.
Well, it's very difficult to say at the moment. President Biden the White House has said that President Biden is being briefed on the situation. Politicians here from across the political spectrum, which is very broad, have come out to condemn the attack. They've extended their best wishes and prayers to the former president. But of course, I'm in Milwaukee because on Monday the Republican convention, the great set piece event starts, which will confirm Donald Trump as the Republican nominee for the presidential election in November. So we're really at a point now, less than 4 months away, where we're really gangbusters, if you like, in terms of the election. Everything's pressing forward. I mean, Trump is in Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania is one of those key states. Were he to win there, he's almost certain to win the White House. It's a state that Joe Biden really needs to win. So it's at a crucial time. How it will affect the campaign, how quickly Trump comes back. I mean, he's expected to speak this week on the stage, not too far from where I am now. Assuming that he does that, he'll no doubt make reference to it. And it's going to become one of the moments for sure in the campaign. It looks from the pictures I've seen that he's had a very, very lucky escape indeed.
Indeed. And from the point of view of the Secret Service, and I appreciate you're not a security correspondent, but I mean, do you think they've had a good night? I mean, a shooter has been neutralised according to multiple law enforcement sources. I mean, that's code for the guy with the gun isn't around anymore, right? So, I mean, have they done their job?
Well, yes, to that end, although the Secret Service's job is to protect the president and the former president and people who are deemed to be worthy of their protection. I wasn't at the rally today, of course, but I've been to dozens of these rallies where Donald Trump speaks, and the security is incredibly tight. I'm frankly, speaking from a personal point of view, I'm amazed that someone has managed to get a firearm into the crowd. We are screened by human agents, and then our bags are sniffed by dogs. To the extent that all the pockets on bags are opened, we're asked to turn laptops on. The security sweep is significant, time consuming, and often a bit irritating. You're sort of stood out in the sun for a long time, for hours, waiting to go through security. And the thousands of people that come along to the rallies are subject to the same conditions as well. So quite how someone has managed to get a firearm into the rally is beyond my comprehension at the moment, and I certainly think that will form a significant part of the investigation.
Okay, Alastair, thanks for that. Again, Washington correspondent Alastair Dawber there, who is following the story for The Times, the story being that Donald Trump was, I think we can say now quite clearly, there was an attempted shooting on Trump's life. He has survived. There was blood on his face in the photographs. There's very dramatic photos all over the internet, and no doubt on the front of tomorrow's newspapers